It looks like Tesla's big spring update is finally starting to roll out. We've got a bunch of new updates, a bunch of new features, and it looks like a lot of the big stuff is finally coming to our Teslas, including Waze/Google Maps on our Teslas. This is basically what a lot of you have long been waiting for. Now, while the built-in Tesla mapping system is pretty good by default, many Tesla owners will tell you it still leaves a lot to be desired. There are weird routing and mapping, navigation bugs, and a lot of people would like it to be more like Waze, where you've got live real-time info coming in for police ahead or construction zones, traffic data, and more. And it looks like Tesla is now finally starting to do that in a few big ways. Probably the biggest we're learning now from new code rolling out is that Tesla has totally rehauled and redone their trip planning system. We now have a new name. This is the Voyager trip planner. It is kind of the new internal computer that has been totally redone, seemingly from the ground up, to totally overhaul and add a bunch of new features into the mapping system on your Tesla. And the code is giving us some insight right now into a couple of the new features rolling out. Number one is like the routing engine, like kind of at its core, should be much better. So hopefully a lot of those weird navigation issues a lot of people have been reporting or soon will be fixed with this Voyager trip planner. And then one of the other things we're starting to see Tesla do in a lot of cool ways is incorporate more real-time fleet data from other Tesla drivers into the navigation system. Because if you think about it, all of these cars have an internet connection. The Teslas are constantly sharing sort of data back to the mothership. And wouldn't it be cool if that real-time data could go into your mapping system? Now, Tesla has started to do this a little bit. We have started to see Waze-like markers in the mapping system for hazards. And Tesla is actually putting this real-time info into the energy tab. So it's pulling data from other Teslas on a similar path and throwing that in to the computer for energy consumption. But this would kind of take that a step further and put that into the mapping system on the Tesla. So you're getting real-time, kind of up to the minute, essentially, info from other Teslas around you on the road. And then the other new part of the Voyager system looks to be totally overhauling the trip planning system. So not just your around town navigation, but if you're doing long road trips and stopping at superchargers and things like that, it looks like it is totally redone now and rebuilt to be much better. The notes from the code say that Tesla is looking at the computer on your car. It's looking at real-time weather info. It's getting supercharging info. One of the other new features now rolling out is active noise cancellation. I talked about this just a couple of days ago, how this was kind of rumored to be launching, and now it has launched. Model S and Model X and now Cybertruck have active noise cancellation. And from my research, it looks like there's a chance that the refreshed Model 3 and Model Y will be getting this as well, because this is one of those like hidden features that nobody knows exists in the car that Tesla just turns on. In this case, it's hidden microphones built into the seat that Tesla is using for this road noise reduction system. So basically, think of it like AirPods. You've got regular mode, and then you can flip a switch and then kind of cancel out and drown out that noise to be way quieter. The next new feature we could finally be getting, at least some cars would be getting it, is a 360-degree top-down camera view, because it was Tesla's head of engineering, Lars Moravy himself, that said the front bumper camera, that was the missing piece to do a top-down 360-degree view. And now that that camera is there, at least on the new 3Y, S, X, and Cybertruck, there's no reason why Tesla couldn't offer this feature. In fact, someone had posted an interesting video the other day showing kind of a comparison of some of the different views in park and in reverse, and they overlaid the camera on top. And I almost wonder if Tesla could be doing this as well, where they could even, I don't even know if this is a leak or if it's a concept, but basically overlay some of the live camera view data in with the high fidelity view, so you could see both kind of the 360-degree kind of fake top-down view plus the live camera feed. This seems like something Tesla could definitely do with software right now in all of their cars. And again, now that the front bumper camera is there, they could also do this for, a true bird's eye view as well. So it looks like that is picking up steam as one of the features we could also see come in the spring update. And then we're also seeing quite a new number of features come to Sentry mode and dashcam as well. Now, Tesla kind of redid this recently. They totally redid the viewer. You now have the ability to batch record clips. It looks like now there is some AI going on flagging what type of clip it is, whether it's park, drive, door open, things like that. So that's kind of nice. And then now there is a new management system that basically looks at your drive and is now able to actually record a chunk of video up to a full 24 hours without being overridden. Plus, it looks like Tesla is looking to give you more customization options with your car. We've got the custom car wrap thing you can now do. You've got the custom lock sound. And now Tesla is rolling out a new customization app in the form of like an actual dedicated app. It's called an automations app. It's rolling out in China first. And basically what this allows you to do is set up custom commands or custom triggers in your car to do certain things. So when I get home, automatically set my charge, percentage to this and open up the charge door. Hey, when I get to work, automatically, turn on this radio station and, open this and do this. Basically, if you want to set your Tesla up to be a little bit more proactive to certain things, that is now rolling out. It's actually a dedicated app within your car that you can tap around and set up, which is kind of cool. And again, kind of just goes to show the nice new level of control and customization Tesla is giving to their owners. And as we talk about all these Tesla upgrades, full self-driving improvements, new technology, new upgrades, all this stuff is great. One of my favorite things to do, though, is to find this level of custom technology and like revolutionary kind of new experiences in other products that we use every single day. And I have definitely found all of that and so much more with the latest and greatest from Motion. It's the all-new LUBA Mini 2 all-wheel drive, and this thing is the robot lawnmower of your dreams because it packs so much amazing Tesla-level technology and so much more that I am so happy is finally here. Now, if that name sounds familiar to some of my regular viewers, I have been singing the praises of Motion for at least a year now. I've been using the previous generation to this, the LUBA Mini all-wheel drive, to tame my lawn over the summer months especially, and this thing has done amazing. It's really easy to get it set up. It stays in the bounds, and you can create different zones. It handles inclines and declines and all the unevenness of my grass super well. It cuts it like butter. It is mesmerizing to watch this thing in action, packs so much technology, and it is great. And now its successor is here, version 2, that takes all of the amazing stuff and then adds even more. And I'll apologize, we're still kind of in the depths of winter here in central Pennsylvania. The weather is really not cooperating, but just to kind of get this thing out of the box and see how it does and just kind of watch this thing in action. And it's basically plug and play. Everything is self-contained in the unit. You don't need any other subscription or accessories or things to set up. You just download the companion app. You kind of just set up what your yard area is like. Then this thing goes to work doing all of the hard work for you. It is super easy, and it's basically all automatic. The lawnmower is super intelligent and is able to take care of everything for you. Plus, if you've got things in your yard, like we have a couple of month-old Bernese mountain dog, and she's got stuff everywhere in the yard. If you've got dogs or toddlers or whatever it is, this is able to easily identify objects and move around them super easily, thanks to some really powerful AI processing done inside, so that is awesome. Plus, in addition to that dual camera AI vision tech, it also has a 360-degree LiDAR setup that lets it really confidently and basically perfectly navigate around your yard and do really well, especially in areas that are typically more difficult for these kinds of mowers, like under trees or in shaded areas. Plus, there's a new feature here called Drop Mow, which is kind of cool, which basically lets you, kind of like the name suggests, drop this in any yard and then press a button and it starts mowing. So if you want to lend this to a neighbor and you don't want to go through the app setup, or if you just kind of want to do a quick demo, it's got a super sleek design. It's all terrain abilities, let it handle over 38 degrees of incline. I've got a big hill in my backyard and this handles it no problem. And again, it just lets you sit inside, relax, whether it's hot or cold outside, and just do other things. And this will just do all of your yard mowing for you. It is amazing. I love it. I know you guys are going to love it as well. Let the robots do all the hard work for you guys. It's 2026. It's time. you've definitely got to check out what Momotion has got to offer. So if you want to learn more, check this out for yourself. Get your yard ready for the sweltering heat of summer, and you stay inside while the robots do the hard work for you. Check out what Momotion's got to offer and all the latest at the link right down below in the description. Check it out right now. You're going to love it. I promise. And also, I should say, with that being said, one of the weird things about this spring update is that there is a chance, at least as of now, it looks likely, that these features aren't coming in one big update. Like, a lot of these features are kind of being piecemealed out a little bit here, a little bit there. There's a Lunar New Year update that went out in China that had a bunch of these things. So what Tesla might be doing is rolling these out, which they have started to, kind of little by little over the last couple of weeks, and they will continue to do it over the next couple of weeks in updates. So don't be afraid or alarmed if there isn't one big update that brings all these things. Maybe Tesla does this retroactively, but in the meantime, they're kind of coming piece by piece. So a little something here to keep in mind, especially as we talk about some of the big new features coming, with, of course, one of those being the most controversial thing ever, which is Apple CarPlay support. Now, we continue to get a lot of alleged videos and photos and spy shots of this thing and how it works. For example, here is the latest that claims to show a dedicated CarPlay icon right there. There's the Apple CarPlay applet there. And then this kind of shows you the windowed version of what it looks like. And there's been a lot of debate on whether this is a real thing or not, though I will tell you this is about how we expect the implementation to go. Basically, CarPlay is going to live side by side with the Tesla UI, so it's not going to take up the full screen, but it kind of lives side by side. And basically what we've heard is that Tesla is closer than ever before to launching CarPlay. They, according to Bloomberg, they've been working on this for quite some time. There was a recent bug with the navigation that Tesla recently worked with Apple to fix, and that fix has now been rolled out to iPhone owners. And basically at any time now, it looks like spring is likely, Tesla is going to turn this on, and they are going to give you both wired and wireless support for Apple CarPlay. So basically, you can hit a button on your phone, and then CarPlay will pop up on your Tesla in the window, just like this shows you here, and you can run Waze, and you can talk to Siri and ChatGPT and messages and all those things side by side with the Tesla. And again, I always get the question, why would you want to do this? And a couple of the obvious ones are, for one, there are apps that you can get on CarPlay you can't get on Tesla. There's media apps, Siri support. I don't know if ChatGPT and things like that, you can get access on there. And the other thing as well is that the built-in way that Tesla handles messaging isn't very good. So if you do a lot of texting and you want to sort of dictate your messages and have messages back and forth, way easier to do that on CarPlay than it would be to do in Tesla's built-in system. And then, of course, there are third-party maps. People love Waze. People love Google Maps. People just love the option for those things. Those can only be done with Apple CarPlay. So it looks like, again, we're getting a lot of leaks on this. There's a alleged video. I don't know if I can find it here, but there's a couple of videos that came out. And basically, this is closer than ever to launching. And to answer the question, yes, it's wireless or wired. And no, there is no support in the works for Android Auto. It's only going to be a CarPlay thing. Sorry, Android folks. Confirmed by Bloomberg and now multiple sources. No support for Android currently in the works at Tesla. All right, and then finally, a couple of other little features here to round things out that are super exciting, and I'll talk about them more in kind of other videos. Again, when it comes to the Tesla app, a couple of things here to watch out for. Looks like Tesla is going to be kicking off their reward system soon, where you'll actually be able to earn rewards in this new loyalty program, and Tesla's going to give away some freebies for that, so that's going to be awesome. We haven't seen any leaks that suggest any kind of big app features or any kind of app overhaul, so basically the Tesla app is likely to stay the same, though there might be some new tie-ins with the Automations app into the Tesla app. And also we've seen that Tesla is working on Apple Car Key support for the app, so that would be one of those underlying features that comes. And I think that's kind of the big thing. I'm checking my notes here, and that is kind of the big stuff we've got in the spring update. And again, some of these features are already out, some of them are rolling out as we speak, and some of these are kind of in code ready to be deployed over the next couple of weeks. So a lot of things in in the works right now for Tesla Spring Update, which again, technically has started to roll out in one form or another with a lot of other features coming, over the next couple of days and weeks. And before we wrap up, I've got some really exciting news to share. And that is if you've ever wanted a custom mini version of the Tesla you have, like literally a shrunken down version that can fit in the palm of your hand, that is now made possible and can be done really easily and can look really, really incredible. Thanks to the folks over at Mini REVs. They're the experts that make really high quality, bespoke, amazing looking miniature Tesla models. And now they're bringing their expertise to give you a miniature of whatever vehicle you want, whether it's a Honda or a Chevy or a Ford or a Tesla, whatever it is. You just fill out a really simple form and then they get to work and they will literally work with the manufacturers and the experts to get you a miniature version of your custom car for a really great price. This is a fraction of what Tesla would charge, and this is custom to you. This is no generic sort of random car of one color. This is exactly what you want, and it's incredibly well done. They've got a couple of different sizes you can choose from. They also have some really amazing display case options. I love the ones with the built-in lights. I want to build whatever this tower is of full Tesla models. That looks super cool. If you want to, you can choose from what they've got on their website. They've got the full Tesla lineup, Cybercab included, but now if you want a miniature of your own vehicle, you can do that. So if you want to learn more, check it out. Really great prices, really easy to do. You can get started right now at the link down below, and you can use my special coupon code to save on your order as well. So check it out and check out what Mini REVs has to offer, custom cars, and even again, the full Tesla lineup on there as well. And if you're watching my videos, I'm going to make an educated guess you're an EV owner or you're about to become one very soon. And if that's the case, the first place you've got to go is Recurrent's website. I'm going to leave that link down below because they've got some amazing free tools here to help you through every part of your EV journey. If you're looking to buy a used EV, their data is integrating into a lot of the big websites. You can see how the health of that battery is on that EV you're looking at. If you own an EV, they've got a totally free monthly battery report that comes to your inbox every single month that shows you if your battery is going in the right direction health-wise or the wrong direction, and also how things like temperature can help or hurt your real-world range, plus how your vehicle is comparing to other similar vehicles in the Recurrent fleet, plus so much more. Just takes a couple of taps to get all signed up for that, and it's $0, so you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. And if you are looking to sell your EV and you want to maybe get some more money for a healthy battery, in just a couple of clicks, Recurrent can connect you to a network of dealers who really understand why a healthy EV battery is so important and potentially earn you more money with offers you can accept or ignore. No muss, no fuss, no spam or commitments, just some simple offers you can accept or ignore at your discretion. If you want to learn more about some amazing free resources for every EV owner out there, check out Recurrent's website at the link right down below in the description. I'm going to put a little battery emoji by it down there, so check out that link right down below. And if you're looking for one place to go for amazing Tesla accessories, that is my friends over at TPARTS. They are your one-stop shop for every single Tesla accessory you would want, from interior upgrades, exterior upgrades, spoilers, carbon fiber accents, more storage, charging accessories, plus so much more. They've got everything. And I've also got an exclusive coupon code where you guys can save 10% off your order by using the code on screen, or of course the link down below as well. And then of course, last but certainly not least, I love my friends at Tesla Emblems. They have some really creative, fun, and affordable ways to upgrade your Tesla and your Tesla accessories. Like, I love their key card wraps. Like, it's super easy to put a wrap on here. They have so many fun designs, and it just really makes your Tesla experience feel unique. I've never gotten more questions on my Tesla key card than when I had it wrapped with Elon's black Amex card, which was a lot of fun. Of course, they've also got some great solutions for customizing your car as well. You can customize the emblems, the charge port. This is sort of a nice way to personalize your car, make it look like its own, and of course, won't break the bank. Very, very affordable. And of course, I've got a coupon code for you guys here as well if you want to save. So of course, check that out down below. All right, guys, so let me know your thoughts down below on the spring update. What are you most excited for? Would you like a 360 view, CarPlay? Have you gotten any of these new features? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're excited about. And of course, I'll keep you updated here as things change and as things update. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I am Robert Rosenfeld. I'll see you guys in the next one.